What's up, everybody? This is another Spot Science. This one we're going to Asia, to the Morrison Hill Park in my favorite city in the world, Hong Kong. Now this spot is pretty famous if you've ever seen a Hong Kong video. Right here, this is an old Zoo York video before Chaz Ortiz took over the team, and Zared Bissett is killing it, however you say his last name. And it's really a unique spot. It's some kind of go-kart or bike track, and not made for skateboarding, but I think it's a skate park now somehow. As you can see, there's a lot of options here, like just a flat bar all around it, and then there are hips, and then there are just weird angles and hills, and this guy's doing a back tail off a ramp, and that's a sick setup too. And basically it's just like, you can just get creative with it. One thing that I like about this spot is it's kind of a path, and there have been skate parks that have been built like that, like the Richmond Park in the Bay Area. And paths are a great way to build parks because you don't need the sprawling plaza. You know, it's not like everyone is going to be running into each other. You know, like some parks, the flow is just fucked up. But this one, it's like you have maybe two people going at the same spot and they won't hit each other. And it's kind of cool because the obstacle is the same all over the place, but there are variations. You know, and there's the hip that these guys are skating, and then there's, you know, the hip to the bar, and you've got the bar going down the hill, and all this is stuff that I could find pretty easily. Besides the path aspect and the constant flat bar, I like how this spot looks, and I think that actually does mean something when you're skating a spot. It just kind of gives it identity, but you know, that's up to whoever's looking at it. If I was going to use this as like a launching pad to think of spots, I think there's a lot you could do here. I like two things especially about this. The first one is the obstacle sort of repeating throughout it, and I like that because you can learn how to skate flat bar on flat, and then you can apply it to the sort of downhill bar and then the ramp to bar. Also, kind of having a downhill track is just such a sick idea, and here you probably have to walk your board back up the hill. One thing that could be done, and this is just going to be a big park, but you could have sort of the top of a park, and then have kind of like a snowboard course kind of deal where there's like a harder course that's steeper, and then easier course that's kind of winds its way down, and then they meet up at the bottom, and then there's like a ledge area where it's kind of flat or whatever, and then all you have to do is walk up a set of stairs to get back to the top. And this is kind of a sick idea that I'm kind of stoked on, but that's about what I get from this spot, and I got some shit to do. But if anyone wants to build this, I'll come skate it. And yeah, Hong Kong is a fucking sick city. Go there, go to this spot. Later.